What's going on, guys? Justin aka Straight Hacks here for week 4 of the BTL. This week we're taking on Ryintyme and their team Spheal City. Their team consists of Landers Incarnate, Tera Quackball, Pheasantipity, Mandibuzz, Tangrowth, Jirachi, Tera Crocalor, Meowscarada, Sandy Shocks, and Kricketune. Going up against this team, we are going in with our Heavy Duty Boots, Levitate, Rotom Heat, Overheat, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Defog, 248 in HP, 8 in Special Attack, 52 in Spadef with a Calm Nature. This is our best check to Sandy Shocks and can do well versus the Landers as well. We have our Life Orb Regenerator, Tornado Starion, Blake Windstorm, Heat Wave, Grass Knot U-Turn, 40 in HP, 252 in Special Attack with a modest nature, 216 in Speed. It lets us outspeed everything on their team except Meowscarada. Blake Windstorm hits a lot of their team for good damage outside of the Sandy Shocks and the Jirachi. Heat Wave for the Jirachi. Grass Knot hits the Sandy Shocks for some damage, and then U-Turn for pivoting. We have our leftovers contrary, Tera Ice Superior, Leaf Storm, Tera Blast, Glare, Substitute, 96 in HP, 252 in special attack with a, and then 160 in speed with a timid nature. Lets us outspeed everything on their team outside of Meowscarada. Leaf Storm lets us hit everything pretty well. It's outside of like the Meowscarada, so we can in the Tangrowth. So we brought Tera Blast Ice. We can set up and then Tera Blast Ice those two. Jirachi obviously resists both. We can sub and set up and glare it, and if the Crocodile comes, then we'll have to deal with that another way as well. But either way, I think Superior looks pretty good outside of those couple of mons. We have our Gyarados side, obviously Mega Gyarados, Mold Breaker ability, Waterfall, Temper Flare, Power Whip, Dragon Dance, 32 in HP, 252 in attack with the Adamant Nature, 224 in speed. Lets us outspeed everything on our team once we get to +1. Between Waterfall, Temper Flare, and Power Whip, it's amazing coverage for this game, and we should be able to hit pretty much everything and do some big damage if we can get it set up. We have our Assault Vest, Synchronized Mew, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Psychic Flip Turn, 248 in HP, 252 in a special attack with a modest nature and 8 in Spadef. This is built to take hits from things like the Landorus or the Sandy Shocks, Flip Turn around, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Psychic for coverage, and yeah, that's pretty much all Mew's here for this week. And then finally, we have our Booster Energy, Photosynthesis, Great Tusk, Earthquake, Ice Spinner, Supercell, Supercell Slam, and Rapid Spin. 16 in HP, 252 in physical attack, not special attack, with the Adamant Nature and 240 in speed. We will actually get instead of another speed boost, we'll do a attack boost this week, and just be able to break some stuff down, like the Mandibuzz. If it tries to switch in, we can Ice Spinner or Supercell Slam. Same thing with like the Tangrowth, we can Ice Spinner it and just switch around. And just break things down with our booster attack. So that's the team we're bringing this week to take on Ryan, and I'll see you guys for the battle. We're back for the battle, taking on Ryintyme. Looking at the team, I think I'm just going to lead Tornadoes. Yeah, Tornado. Hold on. What do I think they're going to lead? Okay, looking at the team, I could see Jirachi, Mandibuzz, maybe even Tangrowth, but I'm thinking one of the middle three here I say middle three, but the Meowscarada, Jirachi, or the Mandibuzz is the lead. That being said, I'm actually going to read Rotom and see what they go for. It is Meowscarada, okay. This is good for me. I'm actually going to get a Will-O-Wisp off before I Volt Switch. They're going to go Pheasantipity. So we get a nice Will-O-Wisp onto it. So it's not leftovers or Black Sludge. Good to know. Their Tera, by the way, is Quackball with the Electric Tera. They Sludge Bomb into our Volt Switch. I think just going Mew here is good. We could threaten them with a Psychic. And I'm actually going to flip turn though to see what they go out into. It's going to be Jirachi. Okay. I think going right out into our Rotom makes sense. They don't have a ground type, so I can kind of freely Volt Switch on this. If they want to stay in, they could click Meteor Beam potentially. If they have it, or Power Gem, I think it gets maybe Ancient Power. I don't know if it gets power. I definitely gets ancient power. I don't know about power gem. I want to see actually before I do anything if it's ancient power. It's ancient power. It does 18 to 14. If it's meteor beam, it'll do 52 to. Oh, hold on. That's if I just do like, like timid. It could be physical, obviously, but if it's special with ancient power 19 to 23, meteor beam more like it could do a lot. 78 to 92 with the +1 if that's no special attack. If they're max special attack, ancient power could do 25 to 29, meteor beam 74 to 87. But when they get the +1, they could take us out potentially. I'm gonna assume it's not meteor beam. It very well could be, but I'm gonna volt switch here. I could see a meteor beam set. I just don't know if it's the best way to go against my team. But we'll find out. They're gonna toxic. Okay, and we get our volt switch off. What do I want to go into here? Is there anything? I need the Mandibuzz to go down before Gyarados can do much. I'm just gonna go to Mew and Dark Pulse and see what they decide to go for. They're gonna Toxic as well. Obviously they're immune to Toxic, so Synchronize won't work. They're a Colbur Berry, okay. So it did 25 with the Colbur. Let me see, with Colbur did 25. So that's right about, it looks like max HP. Maybe not. Maybe not. It looks like not max HP. Interesting. Okay. Maybe more defensive. And that means another one would take it out, I think. With no Colbur. Yeah, 46 to 55 with no Colbur. So I'm going to flip turn, assuming that they don't want this to go down right now. We're going to Healing Wish. Okay, interesting. I assume back into Pheasantipity. Yep. That's fine. I'm just going to Psychic and see. They could quick beat up very well. They're going to actually go back into Mandibuzz. That makes sense. Okay. You're getting my Mew chip down. That's fine. I'm going to flip turn into Rotom. They're going to knock off my boots. That's fine. I'm going to get the Will-O-Wisp off. They're going to go back into Pheasantipity. Makes sense. We're going to miss the Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately. I think Volt Switching's fine. I don't need this thing to be burned. I said they still could have beat up. They do have Sludge Bomb though, so you know they're probably more likely special, but I think going Mew is still my best play here. And just flip turning. Yep, Mandibuzz comes right back out. How much? If they're defensive with my booster attack, I still don't kill them with anything. That being said, I think just going back into Rotom again makes the most sense, you know. Volt switching on whatever they want to go into. If it's that just back into Pheasantipity. I know we're kind of losing progress here with our Rotom going to go down soon. But chipping down their Pheasantipity to a point where I could take it out with something other than Mew is probably best case scenario. And I really need damage on this, the Mandibuzz, because that will getting it in range of Gyarados hit at +1. They're gonna Volt Switch. So they might just Roost here on our Volt Switch. I'm gonna go to Tornadoes to see what if that's what they would decide to do. They did Roost. Okay. Now, that Volt Switch did 33%. So that means that they're more likely to have SPDEF investment than physical investment. Yeah, it could be right in the range of max SPDEF, actually. With that being said, I'm just going to U-turn here. They're going to bring Pheasantipity in. I'm just going to go right back to Mew. I'm gonna, well, okay, so like I said, they're more SPDEF invested on the Mandibuzz, so an Ice Beam does like 32 to 37, it's just not even worth clicking for me. And I just go right back to it. Okay, so looking at that though, if they are going to be more physical, Break Tusk still just doesn't have quite enough to take it out. I'm going to go to Gyarados here. And get my Mega off and get a Dragon Dance up. Do I want a Mega? Do I need the Mega yet, actually? It does give me the attack. Yes, Gyarados is going to come in. At +1, I should be faster unless they're Scarfed. That's what I made the speed for. So they could be sashed and live this. Nope, they're just going to go down to the Timber Flare. Very nice. Okay. Tangrowth's going to come in. Timber Flare is a 2-hit KO, and I'm just going to opt to do that. They're going to Giga Drain, does 60, but that still means they should still be in range for this next Timber Flare, right? It did 73%, so they're definitely not max defense is what that tells me. Yeah, so Timber Flare again. They're going to go Mana Buzz, that's fine. Timber Flare does 34. I'm going to Waterfall and try to get to, actually, I'm going to Dragon Dance again. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to Heat Wave, okay. Because this second Dragon Dance, assuming it's not a plus defense nature, it should be in range to take out this Tangrowth after a Waterfall here. I really think they're going to just back to the Mandibuzz, but I just need to Timber Flare again in case they don't. Max HP Tangrowth though, at +3 I should take it out, so one more Dragon Dance makes sense to me. No burn, perfect. Alright, we Waterfall again to take out the Mandibuzz. Tangrowth's gonna come in. This Timber Flare should take it out. It does indeed. Quaquaval comes in. Okay, so if they do decide to Tera, they're Tera Electric, we know that. Power Whip kills regardless, so we kind of just need to hit a Power Whip here. Because if they don't Tera, it's the only thing that kills. If they do Tera, it still kills. We do hit it, and we are going to take out the Quaquaval. And I think that's going to be a nice 6-0 victory here for the Charlotte Mega Bees. Very, very good game on our end. And I'll see you guys. GG's to Ryan, and I'll see you guys next week for the next one.